him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Gamu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking is a warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A verse is sitting in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm jerking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the plaques, you need to set the con. Straight rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they before they like. Up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans, get defeated. Hop in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up, what's up, what's up? What is going on, everybody? It's your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning, Central Time, 8:30 on the on East Coast. If you're on the West Coast right now, go ahead and just get up, because you already know that the early bird is going to get the worm, and you could be that bird to get the worm. And today, I'm going to go over this CBR article with this breaking. Marvel has reportedly solved this Black Panther dilemma. Let me see what they're talking about. Let me see what they're talking about in this. But hopefully you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant React channel. But you already know how to do. The real question is, All right. Before I get anything started, let me see who's up in the house today. Robin D, good morning. And you already know, you come in, just hit the chat, just hit the thumbs up. You might hate what I'm saying. Thumb it down. I don't care. Just engage. Just engage with it. Marley Moore, good morning. Marley Moore sent me one of the funniest tweets yesterday when he sent me that tweet of Perline and Sinners, and I sent them a tweet back from Cleveland like, that's nasty. I was thinking about that, but I was cracking up. I was rolling. But shout out to Marley Moore. Carol Black is in the house. My brother from another mother over there in the Lou. What's up? Tina over there hanging with Buddy Guy. I'm jealous. You know, I hang with a guy called Buddy. Hey, Buddy, move your arm. Hey, Buddy, what you doing? Hey, Buddy, you smell a little funny. Move down a little bit. That's the only guy and Buddy I hung with. What's up? Good morning. Earl Hughes, good morning. Nice to see you in the chat. Kendall Johnson, good morning. I still have to see Sinners and Magazine Dreams. I'm on that grad. Hey, handle your business. Handle your business right now. Shout out to you for doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely blessings upon blessings onto you while you finish up grad school, man. So, hey, do what you got to do. Hey, if you gotta hit it on bootleg, I ain't gonna be mad at you. Tracy Woods, good morning. Andre Ware, good morning. You said my daddy's nickname was Buddy. Love Sinners. I was watching Magazine Dreams last night, seeing Sinners. You know what I'm saying? All of it is just, it's just when people say there's a lack of black talent, it just proves you wrong. You know what I'm saying? The young brother who really literally came, in his first movie role is the standout in that movie. Don't tell me that there's no black talent out here. That's false. That is so false. Roberta. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Church auntie. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. A little bit last night I had that cussing spirit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was in there. I didn't do it a lot. I kept saying Roberta might be watching. Let me shut up. So I'll be free next year. That's what's up. That's what's up. Again, many, many, many blessings to you, my brother. Go ahead, knock it out the park. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to see what you got in store, what God has in store for you for your next journey in life, my brother. So shout out to you. The matinee, you know what I mean? What up, Puma Lee? And I'm not gonna lie to you though. Sinners. I tried to find Sinners on bootleg last night. That's how bad I wanted to see it again. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. You said, yep, her was a real one for sending him that audition. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it was him. When they say there's not a lot of black talent, that's trash. And I'm starting to hate the fact that they always have to categorize. We can't just have a movie. It's got to be called a black movie. I'm starting to get sick of that. It's a lot of stuff I'm getting sick of. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot of stuff I'm just sick of. So I'm gonna show y'all. Remember I told y'all that I was on TMZ on Friday, right? So I finally found the clip, and honestly wasn't going to do a live today because I wanted to finish. I wanted to do this, which I'm doing. I'm gonna do this video. The actual live is not going to be super duper long, because I want to edit this video. And I told you guys yesterday, I'm always going to pull receipts when it comes to TMZ. I'm gonna show you. Excuse me. I'm gonna show you the video first, what I said, and then I'm gonna explain what my video, what my video is gonna have in store. But let me share my screen real quick, because I'm not gonna lie, this still, especially after the videos that I found and that I'm going to use in this edit of this video, made me think a little differently about me possibly going on TMZ ever again. And I'm not lying. Sissy Kane, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right. So to give you some context, they already talked about Haley Joel Osment in the first segment of the video. And Haley Joel Osment said some anti-Semitic stuff. Then he called the cop a Nazi. I don't even know what the K word is or whatever. I don't really care. It's the simple fact that it was enough for y'all to make to do a report on Haley Joel Osment, having an anti-Semitic rant, right? That's all it is. And what I found was very, very disturbing to me. So, matter of fact, while I'm here, let me see if I can actually, if they did it at the beginning. Yeah. So so I want to give this proper context, because they talked about this at the beginning, and then I'm gonna go to my part, which is at, I think, the 41 minute mark, because I was at the very end of the show. So I want to give some context to this, because I don't want people who watching this thinking, oh, Dre just pulling race cards. Dre just this and the other. Race. You always got to pull the race card. Black people are always doing something. Nah, when I edit this video and I'm going to post this video, you will understand the reason why I have so much problem with this whole the way that I got brushed off. I'm going to show you. Let's go here so you can have some context on what I'm talking about. And then let's go. Let's just go.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
Haley Joel Osment from Sixth Sense.
And some other stuff.
And
but
other
that's
stuff.
the thing that became famous for, yeah.
Kind of pulled a Mel Gibson.
A little bit.
Kind of pulled a Mel Gibson.
Because he was pretty mouthy with arresting officers in Mammoth Lakes, California. We broke the story that he was arrested there last week after
All I want y'all to see is Haley Joel Osment hurls anti-Semitic slur. That's one thing that I want y'all to. You kind of can't see it because my sign is kind of blocking it, but just know Haley Joel Osment hurls anti-Semitic slur. That's what I want you to know first.
drunken, apparently, incident on the mountain was disruptive, and so they asked him to leave. Ski Patrol took him down to the bottom of the mountain, and now the cops take him into custody for public intoxication as well as substance possession. So we'll get to that in a moment. But here is the moment that gets kind of Mel Gibson-y because he used some language. Well, he used a Jewish slur while he was in custody in the back of the car. Oddly, he also used another
word that's inconsistent with
totally
the first
inconsistent.
slur.
But here's what happened as they were taking him into custody. You're going to see the officers also finding the drugs that they believe may be cocaine. They're still testing the substance, but that's what it looks like.
Okay, police department, you're being detained. What's your name, brother? What's your name?
So he went to the bar, ordered one drink, and was so intoxicated.
Everyone be careful, there's something in there.
That he couldn't, he spilled his
Don't
drink,
open it. Leave it close.
and then he got cut off.
Hold it in your glove. There you go. Help me.
So for context, he was on a ski trip. I'm giving you context before that they give it. He was on a ski trip. Haley Joel Osment from the Sixth Sense, I See Dead People. Obviously, he don't just see dead people in here. And I couldn't say what I wanted to say because you got to type it out. And they say, all race it because you got to, we got to have it. We got to know what you're getting ready to say before you say it on television. That's the way they do it now, right? So I couldn't make the joke. They made me take out the joke that I was going to say. I was like, he can't see dead people, but he sure can be. He can show see the racism. We can show see the racism he doing. They make me take out the joke. All right, fine. I gotta take out the joke. Here is he's in the back of the car and he's getting ready to just start saying incoherent stuff because he's allegedly high and drunk.
I've been kidnapped by a Nazi. I was decent to you, and you are.
Well, there's the slur.
Yeah, you're a bleeping K word is what we would.
I still don't know what the K word is. I ain't even gonna look it up because I don't care. All that mattered was he had a racial slur. Let's see what they say about the slur. I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you, especially after I went to go pull my receipts. Ooh, yeah. Just watch.
Yeah.
So, look, I want to just say this out of the gate here. I mean, this is the video that the police released. He's had a really rough time. I'm not making excuses or anything like that for using the word, but he has had a really rough time. His house burned down in Altadena.
Now, let me ask you something. Harvey is Jewish, right? He said, I'm not making any excuse, but he had a really hard time. Let me ask you guys this. Did they ever say that about Kanye West? Did they say he was having a hard time? When we know that Kanye, we know that mentally there's something wrong. There's a lot of things he crashes out on. I don't excuse none of that. That brother needs help. He needs help. He needs real friends to get him the help that he needs. But I've never heard after an anti-Semitic slur has been said that, man, I think he needs some help. You know, he's going through a hard time. Did Nick Cannon get said he was going through a hard time? Nah. What about Deshaun Jackson? Was he going through a hard time? Nah. What about Kyrie Irving? Was he going through a hard time where he just retweeted a movie that I personally had myself? I got from Hebrews to Negroes. I got the books. You ought to say that they deemed so anti-Semitic that the whole world had a meltdown because of it. No. Let me continue, though.
He's just, having enormous problems with insurance companies. And he's saying he's really kind of at a low point.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got a statement from Haley where he essentially said just that he was absolutely horrified by his behavior in this video. He actually would have spoken out sooner, but he was blacked out. So he didn't even remember saying those terrible things and essentially apologizing. I mean, this was obviously this is a snippet and it's not excusing what he said by any means, of about an hour and a half of body cam where for the most part, you could obviously tell he was extremely intoxicated, but he was pretty chill with the cops. He actually got into that with the cops saying that, he's going through a lot right now. He's essentially homeless. And regardless, all around pretty sad situation.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, he did say that he's look, I'm not asking for forgiveness, but I promise I will atone for this mistake. And he apologized to Jewish people and for the offensive language. And I know he is in a bad place. I just think some people, when they hear the story, they see it that you're in a bad place, which we all living here in LA know there are thousands of people who are going through this. The part that doesn't add up is he is still on a ski trip, right?
Right.
So that's the part that doesn't add up. It's like you're so down and out, but you still went skiing.
I mean, I feel really bad for everybody, him included, that just not only lost everything, but I'm telling you, I have heard so many stories dealing with these.
You see, I'm going to tell you. Do you see how the conversation about anti-Semitism is pushed to the side because he's having a hard time? He lost his house. He's dealing with insurance companies. He's on a ski trip with a dang on GoPro, though. But he's having a hard time, man. We need to give him a break.
These insurance companies trying to get anything is you will go insane. You will literally go insane trying to deal with these insurance companies. So,
well, yeah, to that point, Harvey, he actually, apparently I was told that he had a replacement house that he was gonna move into, and essentially somehow it got blocked because of an insurance claim. So they were preventing him from even getting a new home.
People are going crazy in this city.
I know you guys want to talk, and I get it. That is an issue. I just want to get back to what was said and what was done there, because that is, and I'm not saying that we have to cancel Haley Joel Osment because of this. I'm just thinking about the difference now that police wear body cam, and think about when Mel Gibson's arrest happened. Police were not wearing body cams. That wasn't. It's just. It's
we confirm that.
No, of course, and I'm saying how much quicker the story comes out because we do have police wearing.
Do you think it was any different though, Charles? I'm not obviously awful thing to say, but he said the Nazi thing too.
What I'm saying is, do you see the anti-Semitic talking point is thrown damn near like a Patrick Mahomes deep throw right now? I'm talking about Xavier Worthy is downfield. They throwing the anti-Semitism all the way down the road, right? Let this man Louis Farrakhan in the back of a car saying something anti-Semitic. They would have had a field day with this, and I told you I got receipts, and it's going to go into my video. But I just wanted to show y'all that. I just wanted to give you the context on that, because trust me, the ball gets kicked down the field. I'm gonna play a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to what I said.
And it was basically the guy was blacked out, making no sense.
Clearly blacked out, because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I know the whole thing too about that when you're drunk and you say things, it means that's what you really believe. And I know the whole thing.
All right, hey, look. A drunk mind speaks sober thoughts. I don't care what nobody say. A drunk mind speaks sober thoughts. But nobody cares. It's Haley Joe Osment. He's going through a hard time. Ladies and gentlemen, why are we, why we don't have to tell them to go down to the Holocaust museum and say using that word is offensive to the Jewish people. So yeah, he probably need to go to the Holocaust museum and know and understand how rough it was for the Jewish community. We ain't got to say that. We ain't got to say all of that. You know what I mean? Kyrie Irving, but he believed that the world is flat. Whoa.
Whole thing. I'm Jewish, and I get it. And look, it was really bad. He shouldn't have done it. And everything else. All I'm saying is there is an overlay here of this just rotten world
crisis that people
where
the world is so rotten that it's okay for you to say whatever you want to say, right? Now I'm gonna get to what I said to make to end this off.
That does align with child support when you have full custody.
Absolutely.
Okay, what else you guys want to talk about?
Hey, this is Dre Mack from Kansas City. I'm talking about Haley Joe Osment. Very disappointed when I watched the actual body cam footage. I know he came out and apologized and everything, but it could have had serious ramifications on his career. Hopefully he gets help. Hopefully, he goes out and talks more to the Jewish community on how that type of language and that type of just things that you're doing is just not acceptable out here.
I'm getting exhausted from Outrage.
I'm getting exhausted from Outrage. Now, mind you, I didn't see any of the beginning of what they said at all. This is literally the end of the show. There's a minute in 2 minutes left in the show. Less than 2 minutes in the show. I was 15 seconds of the show. And when he said that, it made me think about something, right? Because how many times have we said that we're tired from Outrage and nobody gives a crap, right? We get tired from Outrage all the time. We get tired of when we say something or we do any little thing that they deem as anti-Semitic, they go all the way to the left. We got to go apologize. We got to go talk to rabbis. We got to do all of this extra legwork. Go ask Kyrie Irving. Go ask Nick Cannon. Y'all remember Nick Cannon when he was with Professor Griff? And they had a conversation about who the real Jews are, not discrediting and saying that people over in Israel or people that are Jews are not, or not the children of Israel. That's not even saying that. But also have to realize that black people are associated with that too. There are black people that's associated with the children of Israel. You got to get over it. It is what it is. We're not Jewish. You know what I mean? But it is true. It is fact. You know what I'm saying? But let somebody tell it. That's anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? Now, me saying that, I got to go through a whole apology tour, just to be able to say, well, I went to the Holocaust Museum. I know what you guys went through. I know what you guys said. I mean, damn, you try to cancel me. Kyrie Irving got every single endorsement that he ever had taken from him. Nike, Wheaties, all of this stuff, gone. Kanye West. I'm not excusing what Kanye West has said. Kanye West has said some wild stuff on every part of the planet. You know what I mean? But nobody said, you know what? He's going through a rough time. He got mental health issues. That's Kanye, man. Kanye say stuff. Deshaun Jackson, they was trying to suspend Deshaun Jackson when he was still in the league, when he was still playing for the Eagles, because the owner is Jewish. They was calling for that. Same thing that was calling for Kanye West. And basically, Nick Cannon had to go through a world tour and apologizing just so he could get his shows back. Remember, they were taking Wild 'N Out from him. They were taking the Masked Singer from him. They were trying, if you didn't apologize, we take all of that. Right? Haley Joe Osment is going through a rough time. And that's the only part that I'm going to tell y'all. When you see the receipts that I got and see how they reacted to those people compared to that, it'll piss you off too. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of the outrage my damn self. I'm super tired of the outrage because it's funny that we got to go to shoe booty and all of that, and then somebody white saying all kinds of wild shit. Sorry, Roberta, but he can say whatever. Not a problem. He's going through a hard time. I'm tired of the outrage too. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning. Oops. Sorry. Hold up. I gotta replay that back. Sorry about that. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. And again, shout out to everybody who is a part of the crew. Thank you so very much. Make sure that y'all getting the likes up. You know what I'm saying? And that soon as I'm done with this live, I'm editing that video so you can understand why I have a problem with what they're saying. It's ridiculous. Tommy, what's up? What was solved? What do you mean? Kind of give me some context of what you're saying. What was solved? Persetta. Good morning. I mean, it's as blatant as anything that you can put on there. I mean, Lily, what's going on? Good morning. And like I said, it made me feel like I said, I've been on, this ain't the first time I've been on TMZ. Been on TMZ since 2022. So this ain't like my first time and like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? All of that. Nah, this ain't my first time. You know what I mean? I was literally on there for 2 years straight every month. You know what I mean? This one here, I don't, Professor Film Fam, good morning. And exactly, Earl. He needs to be in a facility. He don't need to be in, whatever. But make sure that y'all getting the likes up. Please. Let's get to the main subject. I just wanted to give y'all a tidbit of what I feel like is hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy because if it was anybody else, so trust me, I have the clips. I don't need that many. I just got the main clips that I needed to prove my point. Because when those other people came up, besides Kanye, I'm not using that as an example. I'm not, because Kanye is doing stuff for attention because I believe it's mental health. I believe, I don't know what is, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to diagnose him. That ain't my league, but I know that he needs help, mental help. You know what I mean? And if he's not taking medication or whatever, and that's why he's going there, because I had a friend that was bipolar. He was a manic depressant. So he would have his manic episode where he'd just be doing and saying some of the, while we were 20 years old, we'll go to the club. I didn't know that he was at the tail end of his medicine. And we would go to the club and he'd just be wild. I'm like, yo, you gonna get a shot because of, the mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like he had an episode where he almost got shot by a cop because they thought he was on drugs. And what he was really having was a manic episode because he was bipolar and he needed help. You know what I mean? But nobody says Kanye needs help. They don't never give him that excuse. You know what I mean? They never give him that excuse because, oh, he just keeps doing it. Oh, he's hanging with Farrakhan. Nah. You know what I mean? Nobody gives those people excuse. And I think that's what hurts. Haley Joel Osment, I understand. It'd be a hard time if I was out here with no house, but I'd be damn sure that I'm not going skiing when I ain't got no house. Priorities. I know you want to get away. I'm not going to be drinking. I ain't going to be on no booger sugar. What I'm going to be trying to do is get some money together because I ain't got to live in LA. You know, there's 49 other states that I could go live at and where I could go live comfortably at. Because I know you still got money. You got enough to put the booger sugar in that 20. So you got enough money when you went to go get another drink. So you got enough money. You went to that ski trip. You got enough money. Go and get your behind a house somewhere in Montana, somewhere away from people. Live peacefully. You know what I mean? Unless you're part of whatever you want to do in Hollywood. All I'm saying is I'm tired of the excuses. You know what I mean? And I'm tired of the outrage when it comes to us. That's what I'm tired of. All right, let me get to these super chats. Sorry about that. I'm just tired. Tracy Woods, thank you so very much for the $20 super chat. Speak on it. Come to us, we don't get a when it comes to us, we don't get a pass. Speak on it. It's the absolute truth. We don't get, I think that's what pisses me off so much. We don't get that same type of grace. We don't get the same type of pass. That's something that when Jonathan Majors was like, I wish I had the same grace. They gave me the same grace as Mr. Miller and Mr. Downey. When it comes to black people, we don't get that same type of grace. We get destroyed. We get destroyed in the media. We get destroyed by our own people. We don't even have grace in our own black media at times. And you're talking about, you're tired of the outrage? How do you think we feel that every time something that happens in the media, look how we're portrayed? We never have the same grace and would never get that same grace. But you're tired? Think about how we're tired. Come on, dog. That's all I'm saying. My bad. Went on. Be going on these tangents. Whew. Anyway, thank you so very much for that super chat. Thank you so very much for that $20 super chat. Morning, bro, I fell asleep. Watch the blur. Hey, free spirit, appreciate it. And he's not, but the thing is, nobody's really giving that brother any help, but nobody gives him the excuse either. You know what I mean? They don't give an excuse. Roberta, thank you so very much for another $20 super chat. You guys are so much of a blessing. Every month I be feeling like crying because you guys is so much of a blessing to me. I swear it's because they believe in white Jesus. Yeah. I mean, don't let me go there. Don't let me go there because I'm out here. Gang banging. I put this on everything I love. It's just we're dismissed and wonder why we come like this. Wonder why we have so much aggression when we see the blatant hypocrisy every single day. These people get passes. Even Robert Downey Jr. is like, man, you got to forgive Mel Gibson. Nobody had that same grace for nobody black. Man, you got to forgive Nick Cannon. You got to forgive Kyrie Irving, Deshaun Jackson, Steven Jackson. Let me get to this Black Panther news because I done went 34 minutes and people like, hey, you going to talk about it? Come over here. Listen to that. I came for Black Panther. I came for Black Panther. So let's get to Black Panther. All right, Letitia Wright will reprise her role as Shuri in Avengers Doomsday. However, the actor may be preparing to hand over the Black Panther mantle to someone else. During an appearance on the Hot Mic podcast, Hollywood scooper Jeff Snyder said that Marvel Studios has decided on a way forward for the Black Panther character. It's not T'Challa 1, it's T'Challa 2. He explained of the reported recasting. They're casting the son. They're casting the new Black Panther. I'm already sort of intimidating who it was going to be. That made an offer to an actor who is now a superhero elsewhere, and there will be a lot on that person's shoulders. They made an offer to an actor who is now a superhero elsewhere. What other, unless you're talking about what's his name? This Green Lantern now. That's the only person I could think of. Y'all tell me in the chat who what's his name? God dang it. Aaron Pierre. Thank you, Tina. Aaron Pierre. Oh my God. Marvel. I hope he do. But Marvel. I get it. I get it with Aaron Pierre. I get it. The dude's a Hollywood. He has Hollywood superstar written all over him. I get it. That ain't it. Oh man, that ain't it. I mean, but he's saying he's a superhero elsewhere, which means that's present. That was Aldous Hodge was a superhero formerly. I hope it is, but he said they made an offer to an actor who is now a superhero elsewhere. You know what I mean? So no, that's not Aldous Hodge. You know what I mean? It's not Aldous. Aldous makes watches though. You know what I mean? He dope with the watches. But trust me, he ain't gonna beat T'Challa. You know what I mean? But oh God. I'm gonna shut up. T'Challa's son made his Marvel Cinematic Universe debut over the mid-credit scene of 2022's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The scene begins with Shuri visiting Nakia in Haiti. I'm sorry. I'm just picturing that kid growing up to look like Aaron Pierre is the funniest thing. No. No. I'm sorry. No. With the latter revealing that she and T'Challa have a young son named Toussaint, played by Devon Love, Kanadu son. Toussaint tells us that he's a Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa. And Saturn is correct. Marvel Studios may be ready to bring that future into focus. Directed by Ryan Coogler, Black Panther introduced the audience to Wakanda and the home of Chadwick Boseman, King T'Challa. The actor had already made his MCU debut in Captain America: Civil War, but the 2018 films gave him the spotlight. The story follows T'Challa, who returned home to take his place as the country's king, but his new role comes with unexpected challenges. The film was the first Marvel Studios project led by a Black superhero and featured a predominantly Black cast. Audience around the world connected with the story, and Black Panther became a massive success. It earned over $1.3 billion at the global box office. It was nominated for 7 Academy Awards, winning 3. Sadly, Boseman passed away in 2020 after a private battle with cancer. At that time, Marvel Studios said they had no plans to recast T'Challa out of respect for the actor and the legacy he left behind, despite having a sequel in the works. In 2022, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever continued the story by incorporating the actor's death into the plot. The sequel focused on the women of Wakanda, Shuri, Queen Ramonda, and Nakia, as they navigated life after T'Challa's death. The film paid tribute to Boseman in a way that felt genuine. It wasn't just about moving the story forward with Shuri stepping into the role of Black Panther. It was about honoring the past while making space for a new future. Wright was recently confirmed to appear in Avengers Doomsday alongside Winston Duce and Baku, respectively. It is unclear if the ensemble superhero opera will feature Toussaint. The character could also make his grown-up debut in the upcoming Black Panther 3, which is said to be the last film for Marvel Studios executive Nate Moore. Black Panther 3 does not have a release date at this time. Avengers Doomsday is scheduled to hit theaters on May 1st, 2026. One more year from today, or one more year next month. What is my thoughts on this? First of all, Oh my God. Uh, this is I already well, Tina has said it. Darius for Planet Fanatics has said this multiple times. I'm not getting my hopes up that they're recasting T'Challa. Nowhere, no how. They really scrubbed dude from everything. So why why should I get my hopes up that they're going to do the right thing and recast T'Challa and just continue the story that T'Challa had because it's T'Challa? No, I'm not about to get my hopes up. I'm not about to sit up here and cheerlead for Marvel because for when it comes to T'Challa, they have a story, and that's what Nate Moore said. Nate Moore literally said that they have a story that they want to tell. He said it. Ryan Coogler, which again, this all depends on what the Russos do in Doomsday. You know what I mean? Whatever the Russos do will determine to me because T'Challa is essential to Time Runs Out and Secret Wars. He is crucial. He is a big part of the plot to Avengers Secret Wars. You cannot successfully have Avengers Secret Wars without having T'Challa. You cannot. It won't happen. You know what I mean? Things can change. I'm just, Tina, you have made me so not optimistic that I can't do it. Now, Aaron Pierre is 100% brother though. Everybody was trying to say that he was light, bright, and damn near white. Nah, his mama and daddy blackity black. Damn, black, but they my complexion. And I'm kind of black. I mean, you know, my ex-girlfriend used to say I was almond-y. You know what I mean? But I ain't like the brother can't get in the sun. But I don't think that that's the person that when I look at the King of Wakanda, that ain't the one that I'm looking at. And if you're trying to age this kid up, that kid is chocolate. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Seriously, man. I could be Black Panther, man. Come on. Just let skinny black man, get me up in there, man. Let me show you how I can do, skinny black man. Jeez. Yeah. And like you guys said, what's up, Rashad Walker? Y'all said, Eldest Hodge is sitting right there. You know what I mean? Eldest Hodge is sitting right there. Everybody's now asking for a recast of T'Challa. I honestly want to see what they do. Honestly, I want to see what they do. I just don't have my hopes. The way that they was dismissive to the way I'm gonna tell you this. This is what made me. It really came to fruition for me when I rewatched E-Man's what E-Man did the interview with Nate Moore, and I really sat back, took my feelings out of it, and just watched it. He dismissed E-Man just so much. He was like, what? Recast T'Challa? Oh, I know you made your little petition, but I don't care. We got a story to tell. And I don't care about your story. When he dismissed the brother who was like how T'Challa has been around for X amount of years and all of this, and how Nate Moore dismissed that because we have a story to tell. I don't trust none of that. I don't trust any of that. What up, Nita Beta? I don't trust any of it. Not at all. No. And the age up thing don't make no sense whatsoever. See, the age up theory is got to be probably the most trash theory I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And this is why. You're going to age up this kid. Either you put him in the microwave, the quantum realm, whatever. You do whatever you do. You're still missing key components of what makes T'Challa. If he's going to be our replacement for T'Challa, and I'm supposed to be on board, that brother needs to not only go to MIT, he needs to go to the most prestigious colleges in all of the world. You know what I mean? All of the world. MIT, Cambridge, Howard. I'm just saying, I'm going to root for HBCU. But you see what I mean? But because he has to have the intelligence of T'Challa. Where is he going to get all that training from? Because T'Challa in the comics knows damn near every martial arts in the book and mastered them. So who's going to teach him that? Right? Auntie Shuri going to teach him that? Who didn't even know how to fight in the first Black Panther movie? Then all of a sudden she became, come on, y'all. Come on, man. Hey, Promo Wars. I be gangbanging, bro. We gangbang around here. Ask everybody here. Ask Robbie D. You know what I'm saying? Ask everybody up in here. This is what we do. That means everyone go be way old for do. It just does not make sense. It just does not make sense. This is my theory, and I will take it like this, and I'm gonna, eventually wrap this up. But if you want to send me a super chat, Promo Wars, I can get you the game if you want more game banging, or you haven't even been here long enough to see body roll. So you want to send me a super chat? I got you, big dog. See, this is my theory. This is the only thing that I will accept when it comes to, if you're not going to recast, get a T'Challa, Aldous Hodge, bring him into the MCU from a whole another world that's just like in the comics, that he sees the incursion going on and he ends up escaping that world. Simple premise. You're getting ready to do that in Fantastic Four anyway, so why not do it with T'Challa? So he escapes that particular Earth. He ends up in Battle World, right? After everything is said and done, you know what I'm saying? They redo the Earth. He can now be the surrogate father to Tucson. You know what I mean? And then in the future, if they want Tucson to be T'Challa, I don't care. At least I got T'Challa's son and T'Chaka back. That's the only way. If you're not going to recast, the only way that I will accept this. But the age up theory is dumb as hell to me. You know what I mean? Getting an aged up version of him just to have a younger version on him in the 616 makes absolutely no sense. It's dumb and it's lazy writing. It's lazy. Like I said, the story of Incursions is already in Secret Wars. Just let a T'Challa from another time. I mean, not another timeline. You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't they snatch up another T'Challa from another timeline, from an earlier timeline? They did it with Gamora. And honestly, if you think about it, they have. I mean, I'm surprised he was in Marvel's Rivals, honestly. Like, literally, again, there's a comic book panel, and I'm going to try to see if I can find that comic book panel real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Probably going to have to. All right. So this is the reason why I want to show y'all this. And I wish I'm gonna show y'all this and then I'm gonna get y'all out of here. So this particular panel is exactly what I'm talking about. This panel is literally T'Challa seeing incursion happening on Earth. You're telling me you cannot recreate this and get another T'Challa from another universe and bring him over, and he could be comic accurate with the actual cape and everything, and bring him over to the 616, and then instead of having a fatherless, this is what I'm really getting at. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of the outrage. instead of continuing to have a fatherless son trope that they already did. Well, they kind of didn't do it, but in the original comic, T'Challa's father was killed when he was a kid. He was like 13, 14, but he was still killed. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you have that T'Challa raise that Tucson? Bam! You can still tell the in Black Panther 3, you can still tell the story that Ryan Coogler wanted to tell with Chadwick already. You're still honoring the character, and now we don't still have another black child without a daddy being raised up by God knows who, God knows where, and all this other stuff. How simple is that? How simple is that? I'm just saying, I think it's easier than what people are trying. They're doing it. That's dumb. That's dumb. I'm sorry, Jeff Snyder. That's stupid. Drake that will work. They have T'Challa's son as a teen. Join the Young Avengers. Why? Exactly. It's simple. You know what I mean? It's simple. And you can kind of, if you want him to be like Tosin, you can have him like Tosin in the comics. You know what I mean? You can mix Tucson and Tosin together, and bam, you have him in the Young Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Or the Champions, or whatever they're gonna call it. Maybe Oz of Wakanda that will show the oh my God, the wishful thinking. I wish that would never happen, because they was getting ready to call yeah. I'd rather give it to Mahershala Ali to Air Pierre. Disney says MCU is wasting enough time. Give Wesley Snipes Black Blade to give Mahershala Ali to Charlotte if it's not elder. I'm just saying, just do something. Just a simple variant. Simple a variant to Charlotte. That child mess up everything. It doesn't make sense. It just feels that way. What up, Dirty Joker? It's not hard just to make a new T'Challa come from a multiverse. It's T'Challa just from a different Earth. Simple. If it was Batman, it'd still be Batman Bruce Wayne. Like I said, I'm glad this story ties into what I was talking about earlier with the hypocrisy from TMZ. When it comes to us, somebody cares about our blues. They like to dance to it, but nobody wants to, they don't want to be a part of our blues, but they love to dance and wear our clothing of our blues, but don't want to experience it either.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I gotta wrap this thing up. If you are a member, you will get the video, the TMZ commentary that I did. You will get that video as soon as it drops. Everybody else, it has to wait until the premiere hits. But yeah, what do you guys think about this Black Panther news? Does it make any sense? Doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? I think it's dumb to have an age up T'Challa, but we could get everybody else from the multiverse. It's dumb. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. But again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace and vampire. Where's my outro at? Let me get up out of here, because you already know I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and Bob Hire, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.